Hey, just a quick question.
Go ahead.
Where am I?
You're in the dream realm, dear.
So, this isn't real?
Correct.
It's like gravity falls.
Yes. Whatever that is.
So, you are...
My name's Stella. I've lived here for longer than you've been alive, and I've been keeping an eye on you ever since you set foot in this town.
So you're like some sort of dream spirit guardian?
Not exactly. I used to live here, in this very town, until I died. Ever since then, I've been forced to reside here, in the dream realm, assumedly forever. Or at least until some sort of cosmic justice has been served, relieving me of my past life's burdens, and I'm sorry, I don't get the chance to talk to new people much. I'm afraid as the years passed, I've gotten much more.
So, just to be 100% clear, I'm not dead?
No, sooner or later you'll wake up in a bed like none of this has happened.
Will I remember you?
Who's to say? That's entirely up to you.
This might seem odd to ask, but do you happen to know anything about the church here?
The church? I know about the church.
You do?
Yes. My husband founded the church in this town. Reverend O'Connor, they called him. But I always called him by his name, Neil. We were inseparable, us and his little friend, Dr. Elias Whitlock. By the look on your face, I assume you've met. The three of us volunteered at the church after it was built. Neil would host these Bible study meetings after the service, bringing both me and, on occasion, the doctor in tow. In the early days, every Sunday from 6 o'clock to 7:30, us and a few others would come down to the church to read from the Holy Scriptures. It went like this for a while. The meetings would start, and once the people were finished flooding in, Neil would stand in front of this small, seated crowd and say a prayer. Afterwards, they would read verses aloud and treat themselves to the free food that they gave out. It was nice food, too. They had a large dining table in the church just for it. As the weeks went on and on, the meetings would get longer. Neil would go on these long-winded tangents about the Lord and whatever else would pop into his head. The people were none the wiser. They didn't care. They loved him almost as much as I did. One night, I noticed that something had changed in Neil's eyes. Something was different, though I couldn't tell what it was. But I knew that my husband had changed. Something inside of his heart replaced. The rituals we would do got stranger until he snapped one night after the Bible study, and the next Sunday, there was something new on the table. Another agenda for Neil's friends. The events would begin to last until 10 p.m., or even later, with more food on the table. Soon enough, they would ditch the scriptures altogether. But still, every meeting would start with Neil reading that first prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation.
He would pause at this part.
But deliver us from evil.
Neil would talk about his dreams. These strange, vision-like prophecies that filled his mind. He was convinced that God was speaking to him. And I was too. I was also a victim to these dreams. Less frequently they came, but I still had them, and woke up in a cold sweat with my head aching in the light of dawn. I ended up in the same boat as him, trapped in delusion. Except, not all of it was wrong. Most of the visions ended up being true in some way. God had told Neil to tell everyone what he had shown him, and so he did, in great detail. God urged Neil to tell the people that they should let everyone in the town know about the meetings, in any way that they can, and bring them to the meetings no matter what. Some questioned it. Most didn't. The doubtful ones didn't come back.
So, where did they go? Did they just stop coming?
That's what everyone believed. And they weren't fully wrong.
So, Neil O'Connor, he was the founder. You say was. What happened to him? How did he, go out?
He didn't.
What?
Neil, he's...